want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Cardinal first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
But no Texans start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he's going to go down again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Not today, you are. Not 24. Mike, 53.
Here's Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
This is it. 23. 53. Here we go. Tighten up.
They run with Taylor. Pretty move. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And an alley to run. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On play action, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now Murray off play action. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Arizona.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Coming to you, coming to you.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Cardinals nothing.
Murray now on 1st down. And this one caught by Max Williams. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
1st down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Now, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
We want it. Come to my work. Shoot, shoot.
Throwing again, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Watson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the gun on third down, Murray looking for Jones, and it's now Cunningham has the ball knocked down, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Texans take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I got you, son. I got you. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 24.
On first down, Taylor, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Watson on third down. Buying time to his left. He finds his target, Fuller. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To try again after the sack. Watson, a fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. This is Howard on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
53 is the mark.
Throwing on third down, Watson dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A final shot before half from Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
Let's go, fellas.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson steps away to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 4. Mike 53.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Ready. 41's the mark. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll run again with Hunt. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Murray on the sneak, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Let's get it.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again is Watson. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Hall. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
This is it. 19. 53. Mike. Push him back. 53. 54. Check 53.
Now Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hall. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't and nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Check, 59! Fresno! Watch twist! Kill! Check 52!
On first down, Taylor.
Undercrush!
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Howard. Oh, trucked him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 41's the Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Watson. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Taylor. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 19. 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Open man is QT, complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got Fuller. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go. Switch. He's coming. 54. We got 9.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down now, it's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Murray now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
First down, Murray. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Tim Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second and 15 now. Murray. Jones has it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
To throw is Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.